What is going on, guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm actually going to show you guys a really awesome spawn protection or like grief protection for your servers, your realms, your houses, whatever it is that you guys could think of. You can make it where you can't break anything, you can't grief it, you cannot do anything. It is amazing, guys. So this is a simple part 1 tutorial. I'll do the other parts later. That'll show you like how to get rid of certain griefing items and stuff, but this one is so guys cannot place blocks, they cannot destroy blocks, they can't do anything. You guys don't have to worry about it, and it only uses a few simple commands. So if you guys see, I am in survival. I can place blocks, I can break blocks. So if I run over here into the spawn, I can no longer break blocks, I can no longer place blocks. So if I try and place this wet wool, cannot place this wet wool anywhere. But if I just walk outside of spawn, I now can place and break blocks. So it's pretty easy, it's pretty epic. And like I said, this could be however big that you guys want. So like on my factions, I have a huge spawn, and this works way better than the clone command, because the clone command is very annoying, and especially if you have a big spawn, because it has to be really close to where you're trying to clone or within the chunk. So that's really just, I don't like that, especially when you're trying to make a server. You don't want to have like a weird clone, just especially with a big spawn. But if you have a small spawn, that's probably a good thing for you guys to do. So first off, you guys will spawn like right here, and you will get these effects. This is the world spawn, and this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna do slash and set worlds spawn like so, and press enter. And now the world spawn is set here, so whenever you exit or when a new player to your world, your realms, or anything spawns, they will get these two effects, and that is mining fatigue and weakness. That prevents PvP. Weakness, you cannot hit anybody within spawn. No one can hit anybody, no one can do anything. And mining fatigue is just in case, like a failsafe, for somehow they get into your spawn while still in survival. That will prevent them from breaking any blocks, and you guys don't have to worry, because coming over here you will get all the effects cleared and now can break and place blocks. So let's go ahead and get into the tutorial real quick, guys. Let me go ahead and go back into creative and show you what the commands are. So the first one's at spawn. You guys will need to figure out the size of your spawn, and the reason I say for that is because the first command will be game mode A at P R equals however big your spawn is. So if it's 50 blocks, you're going to want to do 50 by 50, you know, that's how big your spawn is. So the R will equal 50 minus 6, so minus 6, which is making it why it's so small, but yours will be whatever the radius is, and then a comma, M equals S, and that basically means anybody in adventure mode, or anyone in adventure mode, will turn into survival mode, or anybody in survival mode will go into adventure mode, and it's going to be repeat and always active, guys. That is very, very important. Make sure you guys do that. That is the command you will need right there. And then of course chain conditional needs redstone, and you're going to do effect at P R equals, of course, however big your spawn is. So if it's 50, that is actually what my factions is a 50 radius. And then you're going to do mining fatigue, and then 3 or 6 nines, and then level 255 and true. That will get rid of the annoying particle effects. Make sure you guys do that, and then make sure that the arrows on these two are facing like that, or you guys can have them like in a cross or whatever, because you're going to need a pressure plate. And then of course effect at P R equals, and then of course, like I said, whatever the radius of your spawn is, and then you're going to give them weakness, 6 nines, 255 and true, and that was just impulse and needs redstone. What that will do is, like I said, that will give you the effects like so. I now have weakness and I have mining fatigue. I cannot do anything until I leave out of spawn. Which is pretty good. So however big your spawn is, you guys are going to want to count. Now, however big it is, now mine's 6, so you got to just count your spawn, which means go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. And if you guys want to add in extras, like I did, 6, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'd be about right here. The adventure mode and the effects kick in place. Now you guys could do that however you want. You're just gonna make sure you know they can't like blow your stuff up or mine your bricks while they're in survival by standing 5 blocks away. So you guys, I would recommend going 5 extra, or at least 4 or so, so they can't mess up your spawn. Now these commands, they will need to be within the radius. Now these could be, I just have this for the tutorial just outside the bedrock, but like I recommend you guys, like I said, make sure it's 5 blocks or so away from your spawn, on the radiuses on these guys. Now these, you're going to want to go say this is where adventure mode in the mining fatigue ends. That is up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 is in the center. So those would be like a radius of 8, and this is where they would end. So you guys would need to extend these commands further out at least 8 blocks. And what I mean by that is you're going to want to double whatever they are. So it's going to be effect at PR equals 5, clear, and then it's going to be repeat and always active. And for that is because you're going to need to go all the way around your spawn, however big it is. Like I said, guys, I did this for my factions. It works amazing. So you would go, like, say for this one, if I made the radius here, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is where the effects would clear. So for that to work, this is where I would place this command. And the reason for that is if I placed it here at 5, that means every 5 blocks it clears a player's effects. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. And then the same for the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are where command blocks need to be placed. And of course, you'd go back and forth, and you're going to have the center ones like so, guys. That is very important. Just make sure you guys do that. So those is where the commands will be placed. And once you place those guys, you're going to need to, like I said, do it all the way to spawn. You're going to need to make this one. Game mode S at P, the brackets R equals 6, comma, M equals A, bracket, repeat, and always active. For that, it means whenever they find someone that is in adventure mode, they will turn them into survival mode. And that is pretty much what you guys need for the spawn grief, so that way people don't get mad whenever they leave spawn. They still can't break blocks and do stuff, so whenever they get over here, they're now able to break and build and do whatever they want without having to worry about whatever it is. And it's the same effect, guys. These will need to be within the coordinates. Away from those, they'll have to counter each other, guys. I'm not sure if you if I'm explaining it right, but as you guys can see, these are at 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is spawn. That means once I leave spawn, I have effects cleared, and I have out of adventure mode into survival. So that is what I want. But I recommend you guys add these out a little bit further and these over a little bit further, like so. The reason for that, guys, is so you don't get just, your spawn destroyed or messed up or anything like that. And you guys got to do it. So, like, let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then over here will be 6 as well. It's the same commands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and this will go 1, 2, 3, 4. So to counter those, you're gonna need one here and here, which will connect the gap in case someone runs in this area. And like I said, it's just 5 clear and 6 for adventure and survival and stuff. And that is all you guys have to do. I'm sorry if I wasn't that good at explaining the tutorial, but if you guys do need help with your worlds, feel free to message me over on Xbox at dakonblackrose. It's my gamer tag, and I will try and help you guys the best I can. Hopefully this does work for you guys. Like I said, pause the video, maybe rewatch it a couple times. I'm not sure. Write down the commands. There's only this command and this command, and these are the only 2 that are going to be outside of your spawn, and these are the only 3 that are going to be inside your spawn, just like so. So just copy these and figure out your radius, and that is all you guys are going to have to do. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. I'm dakonblackrose, and I'm out.